What's going on, guys? Nate here, and today one of the largest Skyrim mods ever created has finally arrived, Beyond Skyrim Bruma. As of July 1st, 2017, this mod has went live and is available for download. The developers were kind enough to allow me early access to check it out just a little while before it dropped, so the gameplay you're seeing is from that, and there are a few bugs here and there that are not reflected within the official release, particularly bugs regarding faces and how they look, as that's pretty much the last thing taken care of. But I digress. So what is Bruma? Bruma is the first installment of a much larger mod project called Beyond Skyrim, which intends to create nearly every single Tamriel province into the Skyrim game, and Bruma is a region within Cyrodiil where this mod is set. Now don't let these complexities fool you. Bruma is quite massive in and of itself, and is very comparable to the Solstheim DLC, if not a bit bigger, both in content and certainly map size. The number I keep hearing thrown around is about 1.5 times bigger than the Solstheim map, which seems to be accurate. It certainly feels that way, though such a figure may be off by a little bit. In terms of sheer content and things to do, this mod is not lacking in that department either. So far, I'm about 8 hours in, and I'm still not hard-pressed at all to find a new quest to take up or dungeon to clear. Bruma also has its own factions. The Fighters Guild even makes an appearance, although I haven't dabbled in with them too much. And Bruma also boasts its own unique soundtrack, which is actually in the background of this video playing now. And if my memory serves me right, the modder's got an actual orchestra to perform most of the music, and its rhythm suits the environment of Bruma very well in my opinion. And another thing, Beyond Skyrim and all of the provinces within it take place at the same time Skyrim does, so you're seeing this region of Cyrodiil as it was after the Oblivion crisis, and often get to see the impact of the Skyrim Civil War upon it too, which is referenced multiple times, with refugees coming in and soldiers crossing. If you're someone who's played through Oblivion, you will definitely appreciate some of the allusions to it littered throughout Bruma. The characters and NPCs largely have memorable backstories and amazing voice acting. I'd argue that I actually like the Bruma voice actors more than I like the ones from original Skyrim. Of course, there are repeat voice actors who do multiple NPCs, but they do a pretty good job of using different tones, and all just sound too awesome for me to complain all that much.
Rizada the Resplendent, Enchanter Extraordinaire, Illusionist Incredible, Restorer Remarkable, and Destructor Distinguished, at your service.
The map design itself and the locations are something that I also think very highly of. There's quite a few areas and secret places tucked away for you to find, and the main city of Bruma itself is fantastic. It's a bit larger than most of the cities and towns in Skyrim, and requires no loading screens to enter, which is a nice touch. There's a very clear distinguishment in the architectural style of Bruma and Skyrim that not a lot of other mods seem to get right. Some mods use the same building style as Skyrim itself for everything, but Bruma wasn't afraid to do something a bit new and different, and incorporate a much more gothic style of architecture for most of its buildings, and it pays off. The cathedral in the city looks breathtaking. I can't stress enough that this is one of those mods that feel like they could have easily been their own Bethesda Game Studios made DLC, and a very good one at that. I would have happily forked over $15 to play this, which brings me to my next point. You won't have to. This mod is completely free and is in no way going to be integrated within Bethesda's Creation Club, nor will any future Beyond Skyrim projects. Bruma is just the first of many more to come, and there are huge teams working outside of it, meaning that as Bruma was being developed, there were other people working on regions of Hammerfell and High Rock and Morrowind, and once the Cyrodiil team is comfortable with the state of Bruma after a few updates and patches and whatnot, they'll continue to work on other parts of Cyrodiil, and release them in similar sized mods. It'll certainly take some time, presumably a few more years for the Beyond Skyrim folks to completely finish Tamriel, but in fairness, The Elder Scrolls 6 isn't coming out until I'm presumably in my 30s, so there's actually a chance this team will complete whatever province Bethesda intends to do in TES 6 first, so that's something to think about. Bruma is easily one of the biggest and best mods ever created for Skyrim, and is only the very beginning for the folks behind it. It makes a clear statement that this mod team is serious about trying to build the entirety of Tamriel and staff it with content. Furthermore, with mods like Oblivion on the horizon as well, it's clear the Skyrim modding community is far from wavering. And as I finished typing the script at 3 o'clock in the morning, the mod has just officially released on the Nexus, so there will be a link in the description to that. It is for old Skyrim, not Skyrim Special Edition. However, a Skyrim Special Edition version will be out likely in less than 2 days max, so by the time you're watching this, it's probably already a thing. Also, a somewhat scaled down version for the Xbox One will be coming out within a week to a month from what I hear. Unfortunately, due to the fact that Sony's a little bit paranoid and isolationist about how they approach this sort of thing, Bruma nor will any of the other Beyond Skyrim modding projects be made available on the PlayStation 4. But nonetheless, that aside, I am very excited for the next week that'll undoubtedly consist of me locking myself in a room and playing Skyrim for 4 hours a day. And I'm even more excited for what the future might hold. Thanks for watching, everybody. Again, Nexus links are in the description down below if you're looking to download this project, as well as a link to the Beyond Skyrim Discord if you're looking to interact with fellow Beyond Skyrim fans, talk to the mod developers, or maybe even try and join up with them if you think you have the talents. They are currently recruiting new members. With that, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Peace out, everybody.